Hi, it's 6th of June, July 2017. Okay, so yeah, I just did a video on Dthumb folders and how they're being created on my phone. Um, this is new. Uh, the attackers are Anglicans, Presbyterians, and Baptists at Moore Theological Bible College. Like I said in several other videos, it's July. It's the beginning of July, and the Anglicans are apparently gone away on holidays because it's school holidays here. So the uh, the well, it's Thursday, July the 6th. So there's been lots of attacks in this first week that the Anglicans have been gone, and I think this is to try and create false evidence because the Anglicans are great at creating false evidence about how they're innocent because they were all gone. There's lots of people here. There's lots of technical, accomplished people here. There's a huge building right to the north of it, or to the north west of us. 124. I live in 126, so there's lots of people in building 124. And there's people behind us, and there's a college just down the road. So there's lots of people that could easily access this place. Plus, even though there apparently are no people in the units beside us are apparently gone on holidays. Their cars aren't here. There's always people. I always hear people active within them units, walking in them units up and down the stairs. So there's lots of students that are around, and lots of students are able to do these attacks. So the Dthumb folders, I first noticed them on the 2nd. The Dthumb folder is a folder that's created to hold thumbnails, and it's created by Windows. And I just did a video just prior to this, and now I want to delete um, some of the folders. So I want to delete this folder movie. Now in the other video, I showed that it was in a folder called movies. So I deleted the thumbnail from that folder, the Dthumb folder from that folder called movies with an S on the end, and then I uh, turned off my phone. And when I turned my phone back on, the thumbnail was recreated on startup in a different folder. So even though I changed the folder, it didn't matter. The thumbnail was created in a different folder. See, here's a screencast of or a screenshot of that folder I was telling you about, movies. So I took the S off the end. That moves the folder to a different memory location, and the Dthumb folder, as you just saw, was recreated within the new directory, within the new movie directory on startup. So I don't know what's creating these directories, but it's an active review of my file system because I did change the file name or the folder name from movies to movies. So it's an active monitoring of my file system activity. That means they actively monitor, and I know this already because they've cloned the system, they've cloned the phone. This is pretty horrible, and this gives another example of how twisted and scumpy the Anglicans are. They're horrible, horrible, disgusting people. They have no right to do any of this, and it's appalling that they are doing it. It's disgusting that they're doing this. So here is the Dthumb folder in the movie folder. So as you can see, I changed the name of the folder. So it's an active monitoring of my system. So I'm going to delete this folder right now. Yes, I'm deleting it. So I deleted it. And I'm going to go and delete it from all my other folders as well. And it's just another example of how the Anglicans behave. That they have no regard for anybody's privacy. They have no regard for anybody's freedom of speech. I have a right to, this is my social obligation. They're committing crimes, and I have a social obligation to try and tell people about this, and they evidently don't care about that, and they're trying to stop me from getting this information out. Now they're tampering with my screencasts. I'm gonna try and make another video about that. But they use deception, they connive, they lie, they cheat. They use tricks like this where they attack while they're gone on holidays, and then they turn around and say, well, nobody was here. How can you blame the people when they're not even here? Denying the very obvious fact that there's lots of people around. This is a huge school, plus the Anglican community is massive and very powerful within Australia. So you're telling me that someone can't get in their car and drive here 3 seconds up the street? from the university or the Bible college just down the way. You're telling me that they can't do that? That they can't come here and run a simple script that's already been written by someone who knows what they're talking about? Like I said in other videos, a monkey could do it. So this is appalling and revolting and disgusting, and how many other adjectives can I describe to name what is going on in this sick, well, it's not a church, it's a cult. They don't have any consideration for what Christ thought or taught while he was alive on this planet. So obviously this is something else is going on. This is more like a church-state relationship type of thing, and they love this idea of having no proof and being able to get into people's devices and having no evidence and leaving no evidence behind. They know back doors. Talked about a lot about that in other videos. And here's a perfect example where my system has been changed, and not by anything of my doing, but rather by their doing. So it continues. The attacks continue. The monitoring of the computers and phones. We can't even use computers anymore, so now it's just phone, because they're constantly in the machine, constantly breaking it, and constantly threatening to destroy the property. So I've had one machine wiped out twice. Another machine was absolutely destroyed, where that can't be reused anymore. The display was messed up because I think likely, I don't have the equipment to check, but I think likely the BIOS and the EEPROM were tampered with and destroyed, wiped, reflashed, or destroyed, or the display driver removed from the BIOS, or so that I couldn't use the machine on startup. Just the display was all garbled, just has garbled text, as if it's missing a display driver. So and it doesn't work on any operating system, so it's not operating system related. It's like machine related. So that's another example of the violence and the destructive, their willingness to use violence and destructive tactics when they're dealing with a target, computer or otherwise. So that's the end of. I gotta finish this off because there's no more storage. But like I said, Dthumb folders created by a remote system, and interacting with my phone in an active and persistent manner. Anglicans, Presbyterians, and other Bible college students here at Moore, and their third party. Don't forget their third party friends that they've either hired or in other way influenced to partake in these activities at Moore Theological Bible College in Sydney, New South Wales, a Bible college owned by the Anglican Church, living in a building that's majority owned by the Anglican Church, neighbor to a building that's completely owned by the Anglican Church. It seems like these people like real estate a heck of a lot more than they like Jesus. Thank you.